Hey guys, my name is Connor Pedersen. I wanted to introduce myself to you all and just talk a little bit about myself so you get to know and understand the background about High Performance Mums and how it came to be. First thing of all is how I entered the fitness industry. I was pursuing a career in AFL and I was traveling up the east coast of Australia to play for a few sporting clubs or a few AFL clubs and didn't make it. So off the back of that, I moved back home to Sydney and was looking for purpose in my life. At the time, it was definitely, without question, the lowest I've ever been in my life. I just finished university, 22 years old, ready to essentially take on the world, but I was really missing something and I didn't know what it was. It completely spiraled and it turned into drinking every single day, not applying for any jobs. I'd try and train just to block out thoughts that I had about myself that was so negative. And then it sort of turned into even worse, where I just escape things. So I wouldn't want to socialize with anyone. I then stopped training altogether. This is going from training, 5-6 days a week the year earlier to not training at all. Drinking heavily every single day, and planning a trip. So I just wanted to get away. I couldn't stand being around my friends. I couldn't stand around anyone I knew within Sydney. So I flew to Bali, and I pretty much did the exact same thing. So I was on a one-way ticket. So I was there and I was sort of pondering my life, and the thoughts I had were absolutely horrible. I was just so disappointed in myself, and I hadn't spoken to anyone really. I think I'd only chatted to my parents briefly while I was over there. And otherwise I was just trying to surf a little bit when I had the energy, because I just had no energy. I was eating absolute rubbish and I was drinking heavily. So at that point, extremely low, not sure what to do, running out of money. So I couldn't really travel anymore anyway. And I got the worst news I've ever got in my life. And it was my best friend through childhood, someone who lived up the road from me in Sydney when I'd moved back home, had tried to commit suicide. And, you think that I thought I had so many problems and so many issues, but I never even reached out to him when I got back to Sydney. I think I saw him once by coincidence when I was back. And, you just feel this sense of guilt. And I still remember this day, sitting by a pool in Bali and getting that news and organising my flights home, talking to his parents, crying, sort of just realising that there's more. It was the biggest aha moment of my life, realising that, there is more to life. And I knew I needed to sort of shift my mindset. I knew I needed to work towards something else. So after being so not self-centered, but so disappointed in myself after putting on all this weight, not having any money, not having any prospects, not talking to anyone. Like I wasn't even socializing in Bali, and then forcing myself to fly home because of an urgent thing. It was that jolt I did need in my life. So I then moved back to Sydney, caught up with him every single day for the next 3 months. And together we trained. We'd run the beach, or we'd go to a gym session together. We'd throw ourselves in the ocean and we'd do things. We'd ground ourselves, we'd take off our shoes and just walk on a grassy oval and just talk. And it is, but the defining moment in my life, you could call it, because I realized first of all that there was a lot more things in life, and the other thing was I sort of started to feel a purpose, and I knew that helping people, in particular my friend, first of all helped me, and it gave me something to do. So after seeing him lose 10 kilos, myself going similar to that on a weight loss journey, and building confidence back up, I knew that the fitness industry was right for me, and I knew that helping people was something that I needed to do. So a year later, I took a plunge and I started Code 5 Fitness. And then we went gangbusters, and we developed a program. We were male and a female gym. We still are, Code 5 Fitness in Sydney's Northern Beaches. And we developed a program, which was probably the first step, was just caring and getting to know the person, rather than talking to them specifically about, the best exercises for fat loss, or, the exact food they should be eating and things like this. So once we developed that culture within our gym, it was infectious and people came. So the gym grew quite rapidly. We opened another one. That grew quite rapidly and we opened another one. So we opened in 2016, 17, 18, 3 locations really, really rapidly. And it was all around our process for mindset first, getting to know the person, meeting them on their level, and then working around there, and then creating a program for them. Now, when COVID hit in 2020, it was a big shock for businesses, obviously, but it gave me a moment to realize that we had specifically over the years helped thousands of women lose weight. And I knew that taking that program and that approach that we'd done for 5 years previous, that we would be able to take this and get amazing results online and help more people. So we're not just stuck to the Sydney Northern Beaches location. And that's what we did. And that's how High Performance Mums was born. So I hope that gives you a little bit of a background about myself. It gives you a bit of a background about our program. And we are really, really big on individualized analysis on, first of all, where you're at as a person, where you're at socially, and where you want to get to. And then from there, we can work out plans and we can help people. But it all started, the whole journey of my fitness career and how Code 5 started and High Performance Mum started, it all started at the lowest point of my life. When I really found a purpose and I found that I could do and I could help others. So if anyone's at a low point in their life or you're struggling, I know you really think that you can't achieve it. Right now, you think you can't achieve anything. You think losing 5 kilos is going to be hard, let alone 5 years down the track, what's going to happen in your life. And I know that feeling, and I've went through that feeling, and it's devastating. So I just want to let you know that if you need anything, you can reach out to me. And our program and what we work through talks a lot about that and how you can go to the next step and how you can take it day by day. Hope that helps. I hope that gives you an insight into myself and High Performance Mums. And I look forward to getting to know you all a lot better and seeing you through some of our programs.